Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of PNM Movie Criticisms. I'm Miss M.
Ms.P.
Hey. So, we have a treat for you today. Hey, and if you're new, thank you for joining us. And if you aren't, hey family, it's always nice to see you. So, Miss P, you know what time it is.
Time for bed and a quick nap? Yes.
After we finish filming this.
Oh, you mean the thing that we do that everybody seems to enjoy that I hate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up because you don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up. I said you don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up because you don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up. You don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up. You don't need no hype. You better hype yourself up.
Yeah. Yo, this the PNM Movie Criticisms for the hot sauce. PNM Movie Criticisms with the hypnotism. PNM Movie Criticisms. Hot. PNM Movie Criticisms, where we tell you everything that's hot and everything that's not. Isn't that right, Ms. P?
That's right. Yes.
Yes. And guess what, everybody? We are reviewing a movie that I was gonna say Miss P's favorite movie, but it's not. That is a lie. But hey, I liked it. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are reviewing Superman.
Boo.
We got a
Throws popcorn
Superman
at screen.
What? Did you just curse?
Boo. Throws popcorn at screen.
Oh, okay. It's just a mood. Come on. Jonah, you know, let's talk about it. Ms.P, she wasn't feeling this movie, so we gotta talk about it. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you PNM Movie Criticisms Hot Sauce Chart. At the so let's start with the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper is hot. There's nothing better. This is silver screen gold. It can't get any better. Can't get any hotter. Beneath that is the ghost pepper. It's spicy. It's giving us all types of, oh, this is hot. I'm sweating. But it's missing a crucial element compared to the Carolina Reaper. Beneath that is the habanero. The habanero it's good. It's good. You know, it ain't bad. You know, it's a feel-good family type of movie, but it wasn't the best, right? Beneath that is the jalapeno. The jalapeno is just like, meh. Just plain meh, whatever. And beneath that, you have the bell pepper, just all types of bland mildness, which is not throwing popcorn at the screen, but more like screaming at it and screaming at whomever you gave your money to so you can get it back, you know? Anyways, speaking of that, Miss P, how do you rate Superman?
It's a jalapeno for me.
A jalapeno. Okay. You're giving it a jalapeno. James Gunn's Superman gets the jalapeno. All right, for me, Superman for me is a solid habanero.
Of course.
Solid habanero. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we work. We have to justify our criticisms, or rather our rating. And we have PNM Movie Criticisms criteria. Okay? So, coming in at number 9, do we like it or do we love it? At number 8, is it historically accurate? Number 7, did it strike my emotions? Number 6, did it keep my attention? Number 5 is production elements. Number 4, directing. Number 3, quality of acting. Number 2, sound quality and effects. And coming in at number 1, Miss P, it is your personal favorite.
Cinematography.
You know it. So, Miss P, do you like it or do you love it?
It was so not it for me. I don't like it and I didn't love it. It was on the level of Mad Max Furiosa with all the incessive talking.
Oh boy. Mad Max Furiosa. Hey George, what's up? Hey Chris.
It's just too much talking. I was like, can we get some action? Even the action had talk. I was like, my God, today. And I like James Gunn. I like James Gunn because I was like, maybe he'll bring some of that Guardians of the Galaxy or, you know, something. He brought a lot of dialogue. A lot of
Hey,
dialogue.
Jane. Oh man, sounds like she's a little disappointed. James was, he was doing James.
Yeah, but here's the thing. In his gusto, like, here's the thing. This Superman was the actual, I feel like, embodied Superman. Like Christopher Reeves, like he embodied the Superman. He was a good Superman. And then, we had some flip floppers in there. And then this guy is actually a pretty good Superman. What I didn't like was the incessive dialogue.
David Cornsway?
Everything. I think that he's the true, like, I'm a humble young man. I just want to do good. I don't want to hurt nobody. Why does everybody want to hurt me? That's if that's the angle he was going for, he did a good job with that. Like, I'm not even gonna hold it. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you with it. He did a good job with that. What I didn't like was the incessive talking, especially Lois. My God,
Oh.
today.
You didn't like Lois. Lois was too talkative.
I understand that you got to be a reporter, right? Right. That's your job, but my goodness, every 3 seconds you have to ask a question. Put your hand down. Stop. Nobody talk to her. Ignore her. Ignore her like she's the paparazzi.
Oh,
Cause
well.
my goodness.
Anything else about Lois?
Stop talking so much. That's it. That's all.
You know what though? Lois Lane is portrayed by Rachel Brosnahan. What's up, Rachel? What's up? How you doing? So like, remember that scene, Ms.P, where she goes to see the Justice Gang, but nobody likes the name. Only the Green Lantern refers to them as the Justice Gang, right? And she's like, "Aren't you his friends?" And nobody wants to help. Hawkgirl is like, "I have a magazine to read." Right? And and the Green Lantern is a hater. He's a hater on the low, you know? And then you have Mr. Terrific. You remember when she's leaving and Mr. Terrific is like, "I'll help you," but mainly because it'll make Green Lantern mad. And Mr. Terrific, he doesn't, he's straight, and he's like, "So, how long he said, so that's your boyfriend?" And then Lois is like, da, 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 da. And then when they're in Mr. Terrific's ship, she just starts talking about, who they are, like their relationship, and Mr. Terrific makes it very clear that he doesn't care about all the specific details between those two, right? But Lois continues, and Mr. Terrific turns around and gives her that look like, "Didn't I say you can stop talking?"
See? Incessive nagging. No one likes a nagger.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can see it because Mr. Terrific, he definitely thought she was talking too much.
I told you, Mad Max Furiosa in this movie here, it just took me to a place where I was like, oh my God, they're going to talk and talk and talk.
They are. They are. Well, for me, I can't say that I loved it, but I did like it more than I thought I was going to, and I thought it was a really cute movie. So, like, it's a classic Superman movie with the classic Superman tropes. The only difference is, like with Man of Steel, you had the brooding Superman, and kind of they explored those dark side. This is the vulnerable Superman, the Superman that's laid bare, the Superman that's bleeding visibly, right? And that's all I'm gonna say, because you know Superman and his usual adventures. But anyways, I think we covered some historical aspects. What are we missing from? Is it historically accurate? Are we missing anything?
Not really, because there's just been too many Supermans. Like, we don't have time to sit and go through each Superman.
Yeah.
It's just flippity floppity, flippity floppity, flippity floppity in this one.
Definitely. I agree. It's classic Superman lore. Red sun, he's like a human. Yellow sun gives him abilities, superpowers, the most powerful meta-human. They are introducing the term meta-human, so I believe James Gunn is more than likely going to bring us a Justice League movie. Uh, so we need to brace ourselves possibly in introducing the introduction of Superman to, I mean, not Superman, but Batman and Superman. So I'm looking forward to seeing it because they're definitely opening up the doors as well for this. So so when it comes to the historical accuracy, it follows all of the usual Superman lore. So nothing different. Did it strike your emotions, Ms.P?
Not really, except for can you stop talking? Why are you still talking? Oh my God, you're still talking. So that's what affected my emotions was too much dialogue, not enough action, too much dialogue. Because even in the action scenes, it was a lot of talking. And I was like,
It's because Lex Luthor likes to hear himself talk.
no, you gotta understand. It wasn't just Lex Luthor, sorry. It was everyone. Everybody had I mean, there was so much dialogue, you might as well just called it word vomit, Man of
Ooh,
Steel,
goodness.
because it was just too much like, it dragged. Okay, so you know how I'm a pacing person. The
Mhm.
pacing of the movie did not pace well for me. It drug. It was like, oh, we have the opening scene. Now we have to talk 45 minutes about how everything is going and your feelings and let me deadpan over to Lois and get into her. No, too much. Too much talking, not enough action. But go
Not
ahead.
enough action.
Yeah, you know how I am. I like bad things never bad I mean, good guys never look bad back at explosions. Good guys never look back at explosions. They keep walking. This is
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, there's an explosion. Everybody turn around and look at it." I'm like, "What? Why? Why?"
Ladies and gentlemen, that's cool. That's cool. Personally, for me, I did think Lois was a little chatty, but not as much like she as Miss P. Miss P's like everybody. I'm like, yeah, she was chatty. Even Mr. Terrific thought so. But listen, Miss P, I have some quotes. You want to hear 'em?
Mhm.
Okay, so there's this part where Superman has a dog named Crypto. And okay, Lex Luthor is hell bent on pretty much defaming Superman's name so that he can get him arrested and have permission to go after him so Lex Luthor can do Lex Luthor. And the truth is, Lex Luthor is just a bitter nerd, geek type of guy who's ego tripping. And he basically wants to prove that he's smartest and he's able to subdue Superman. This is what it really is. It's an ego trip. So he infiltrates Superman's hideout in the tundra. And he ends up getting some really, really, really good info and intel that he spreads to the public. I'm not going to tell you what if you haven't seen it. And while he's there, he takes Crypto, the super dog. And when Superman finds out, he storms into Lex Luthor's office, and the secretary runs in after him and says, I tried to stop him. Like, really? Really? You tried to stop him? He's so stupid. And then the next quote is, sending sexy selfies behind the back of Lex Luthor? She has to be the biggest idiot in the world. So, yes, sexy selfies. Basically, Lex Luthor's girlfriend, she gets like caught up in like the pocket universe simply because she's sending sexy selfies. Not really, but kind of, but also not really. That's the end of my quotes. Those are all the only two quotes I liked. I like the humor in the film. The humor, there was a lot of humor in it, and it made me laugh. Did it make you laugh, Miss P? Well, it definitely made me laugh. Might have a technical issue. I'm gonna move on to production element. Miss P? Miss P? Miss P? All right, moving on. So basically, did it keep my attention? Yeah, it kept my attention. It definitely kept my attention. I thought it was a long movie coming in at 2 hours and 10 minutes. T- to tell you the truth, I didn't mind. It kept my attention in a way that, like, I didn't want to stop the movie and then, like, continue it the next day type of deal, you know. So yeah, it definitely kept my attention. Did it keep Miss P's attention? Probably. But she compared it to Mad Max Furiosa, a Mad Max saga quite a few times. So yeah. Miss P, are you here? All right. Let's go to number 5, production elements. What about those production elements, Miss P? Miss P?
Yeah.
What about those production elements? Not bad, right? I think like it didn't do bad overall in the box office. It's definitely not a flop, Miss P, right? Not a flop. So, um James Gunn's Superman did very well domestically, better than Zack Snyder's Man of Steel with Henry Cavill. And but internationally, Zack Snyder's Superman did way better than James Gunn's Superman. So there is that. Let's see, because James Gunn's Superman made $604.5 million globally. Now, Man of Steel, okay, did about $670.1 million globally. And at this point, it's been out for a while, so they probably, it may, I don't know, actually, that's a big number. And it's still a little bit far away. But, so internationally, Man of Steel performed better. And while domestically it's not as strong, but James Gunn's Superman did better in the box office, domestically. So not bad numbers, right, Miss P? All right, let's talk about directing. What do you think about the directing, Miss P?
Let me see. The directing was actually really good and well put together. It was just so boring because of the dialogue. The dialogue didn't push the movie forward. Usually, when you're looking at a movie, you want to see what's going to push it forward. And it was just like it didn't have that much action scenes either.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got a question for you though, Miss P. Which Superman do you prefer? Zack Snyder's Superman or James Gunn Superman? Do you prefer your Henry Cavill or your David Cornsweet? Miss P? Hey, David. I liked you as Superman. You were cool. You were so cool. Very charming, very debonair, very suave. You were nice. I liked it. You were a very genuine Superman. It was cool. And I'm a Henry Cavill Superman type of fan. Hey, Henry, what's up? How you doing? I liked your Superman too. It was nice. You're that handsome, dark, brooding type of Superman that's also really sexually appealing. So what's up? I like that Superman. I like this Superman too, though. I like both. What about you, Miss P? Miss P. So that was cool. I liked it. That was really cool. What about quality of acting, Miss P? Miss P. When it comes to the acting, I thought it was pretty good. So Lois was a little chatty. And Lex Luthor had some ego issues. He was tripping every now and then. And by every now and then, I mean throughout the entire movie. And so, the Green Lantern was, well, he was, wanted all the shine. He was played by Nathan Fillion. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? So that was good too. Yeah, yeah. And Hawk Girl, she was like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. So it was one of those things. I really liked that. I did like the acting. I did. Lex Luthor, he was tripping a lot. He's played by Nicholas Hoult. Hey, Nicholas, how are you doing? Hello there. Hi there. You played a really good Lex Luthor. You really did. I mean, that was great. And you bore that bald head, too. Was it comfortable? What do you think about Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Miss P?
I think that any villain or anybody that's scandalous and you give it to him, they'll be crazy.
Yes.
Like, not to give it to him.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. What about any other characters you wanna talk about acting?
Um, I don't know. Well, why do you feel like well, I think just in general, he's a good actor, so
Yeah, that's true. Henry Cavill or David Corenswet?
mhm.
Which one?
I like elements of both, so I'm gonna have to pick both.
Me too. I like elements of both too. Although that Superman suit, I don't like it compared to Henry Cavill's Superman suit. What about you? I did not like that suit.
He was trying to make it more of the to the comic book folklore.
It was still ugly.
I know, but it's the comic book folklore.
It's ugly.
I mean, you act like I did it.
I just like I like the suit when they made the suit for Henry Cavill. I mean, I just like that so much better. It really was. But anyways, what about the sound quality and effect?
Everything was slow moving, slow paced, slow, slow, slow. Good guys never look back at a explosion.
Yeah, I liked it. The sound quality and effects are spot on, I think, especially with the pocket universe.
Well, like I said, it's just slow. It's just slow, slow, slow. I don't anything that's slow and it's supposed to be like a superhero movie. I'm like, oh, what am I watching? What kind of drama is this?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. What about the cinematography?
The cinematography was actually really good. It was just boring.
Okay. Yeah, the cinematography was really good. I really think Mr. Terrific shined in this movie. I really liked his humor, and I also liked his fight scene. Mr.
Because
Terrific,
of he's dark. He was the Batman of the group.
but he was also the nicest.
Like I said, he was the brooding, "Oh my god, can you stop? I'll listen to you, but my gosh, just stop talking." Stop.
Yes, that's right. So Mr. Terrific is played by Eddie Gathegi. What's up, Eddie? What's up? How you doing, Eddie? He was the good. He was good. I think Superman and Mr. Terrific will have a really good relationship, you know? Yeah. But I think there was some symbolism here. Like, remember, oh wait, spoiler alert. Only thing I'm going to say is doppelganger. If you haven't
Yeah,
seen
there was a lot of those.
Yeah, that's right. If you haven't seen the Superman movie yet, our number one blockbuster hit, because it's made more money than all of Superman so far, at least domestically.
Uh-huh.
And
But
it's
it floppity flop, 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 flop in the international world.
yeah, didn't do too well internationally. Again, Henry Cavill, Zack Snyder's Superman, Henry Cavill's with the Man of Steel did better, way better internationally.
Internationally, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So doppelgangers should be on the lookout for the doppelgangers because you got some symbolism here. And there is some character change with Superman's robots. In the beginning, did you notice, Ms.P?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
also have to remember who that guy is. He played in The Walking Dead, so I can't take him so seriously.
Who?
The robot man thing, he was he played in The Walking Dead.
Alan?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, Alan. I don't remember. I stopped watching after season 4.
He
Mm.
was Daryl's brother.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I gotcha. So, like, let's see. Yeah, because in the beginning, you have the robot. When Superman gets hurt, he's being really cordial. And the robot says, that's unnecessary, as we are not life forms. We're just here to simply serve you. But by the end of the movie, number 4 wants to be Gary. What's going on there?
It's this. You never make a being sentient. You never make a being sentient because when you do that, that's where all these emotions and all these things come in.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. But at the end of the day, When it comes to, I like the symbolism, I like the doppelgangers, I like the humor. I thought it was a solid habanero, so it was a solid feel-good family movie that if you're into that. And I like that the robots are changing. So I say you should go see it. It's a solid feel-good family fun time of a movie.
Floppity flop, flop, flop. Too much talking. If you are like me, you know, too much talking, not enough action. It causes things to go in your mind like, man, I should be sleeping or doing other things. But no, I'm here watching this where it's talking every 3 minutes. It's just too much. Show me some explosions. Show me some good fighting scenes. Call it a day. Like, I don't need your explanation of why you're doing. I don't need that all the time. Like sometimes you have to have it to move the story along, but not every 5 seconds.
It's true. No, there is one point where Superman, or as Clark Kent, is giving some background that we already know about him. Oh, I was an infant. My parents sent me here. I think they did that because of how they used Superman's parents to vilify him, but it definitely wasn't needed. We know the lore behind Superman. But anyways, everybody, if you're like me, I'm a film snob. Ms.P is more of a film snob. You go watch it, or if you're like Ms.P, don't. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Do you have anything else to say, Ms.P?
I like to see explosions and bad guys walking away from them and good guys walking away from them. Give me what I paid for. Give me an action movie that's a superhero movie. Give me that. Stop giving me dialogue. This is not Marvel.
Oh, Marvel gets a special license. Uh-huh. Yeah, Marvel, those Marvel movies. Marvel does make so far better movies. DC didn't have that many good movies. Now, Man of Steel was pretty good, but that was an exception. I don't know what is going on in DC Universe, but hopefully this will be a turnaround and we get to really see DC Universe do more great things. I'm excited, James. I'm excited.
I
James,
am not because it's DC, DC is more dark, it's grittier. It's not like, Marvel happy, people are funny over there. No, this is like we're all serious all the time.
it's because also as Batman, he is like darker than usual. And even Superman was darker than usual. It's like, man, I don't know. It's like they're going in a darker version. Next thing you know, we'll have Dark Wonder Woman or something.
Well, I mean, there is the Justice League Dark, which, that's actually good movie, but it's animated. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I like to
Yeah.
see explosions. Give me my explosions. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And follow us on Instagram. Join us and follow us on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. We would love to have you join us on this journey and engage with us in nice ways because we want to have great conversations with you. Hey, I'm Miss M and I'm about this piece.
I'm Ms.P. Remember, explosions, less talking.
Definitely. See y'all later.